This is an update for Youth of the Mission, Haiti.
Bossuet Lexius has faced another difficult year taking care of his village, which he became a pastor of in 2010. Their economy rests on farming rice by hand, which was once a profitable business before the importation of American rice.
Before American rice came, I could put a bag of rice on the ground. I could sell it, for example, for 20 or 25 Haitian dollars for each measure. I would prepare mine and assemble it together, bring it to your home, and then the U.S. rice would come too. That means now the price of mine in the market has dropped. I can only sell it for $11, $12, or $13.
Farmers continue to make a decent living where large irrigation systems have been set up. But flash flooding has all but destroyed the lives of those who have no protection from the rise and fall of the river.
When the storm comes, they will have prepared all of their food and the storm will take all of it with it.
Bossuet's village, called Lubin, rests at the river's edge, and they often experience river breaks, which go on to flood villages all over the area. Now this is Haiti, and this is the Artibonite state. Now let's take a zoom in. Right here is the Artibonite River, which winds its way all the way down to the sea. When too much rainfall happens from the mountains, they got to release massive amounts of water. And these villages that depend on irrigation get flooded. Villages like Lubin here. Now this Google image was taken only when we had built the first church, but Bossuet has a couple other houses here. Let's take a look at the area first. Now over here is a giant village, but this belongs to Gonaives. Everything past this river here is Gonaives. This is Lubin, and up here are a bunch of irrigated farmers' fields. Because of irrigation, they got pretty much a lot of flood protection. But down here, no they don't. This is the main road. If Lubin wants to leave, it's got to go through this main road, especially when flooding happens. But the problem is, flooding blocks it off. And it spreads through all of here, and it just blasts all the way down to a single outlet down here. This is the only outlet for the water to go, really, except for when the river descends. When water flows through this opening, it continues to flood several fields and villages for miles around. But the water sits there once it gets below that point, and it just destroys all the irrigation in fields. Why doesn't Lubin get flooded though? It's because they've built a barrier around their village, allowing the current to never break there and cause it to come sweeping down. But that doesn't stop the current from breaking these points along this part of the river, and Bossuet has been working on that.
It was in May. I was thinking how I'm gonna stop the water when the river come. So I prayed a lot to find finance to do something. I feel I have to make a levee here to stop the water from the river, because 2 years ago we had flooded here. People lost everything. After the rainy season, people can plant nothing because the river become low. We cannot find any water. You can see now the water just stop. Some water just go. It's enough so that the people can plant rice. And we don't have any flood here this year because the levee helped us a lot.
Now in June 2013, the river broke into the village. That's how high it got. And that water came flooding in through the entire area. The whole river was flooding. During this time, Bossuet took some footage. Here is what he got.
It was very late at night when a part of the house just broke down. They just wake up and yell a lot, water, water, water. So when I wake up, even my house, where the school is, the church, everywhere we have water.
So then, you left your house and slept over there on the road? When we came back, we found all of our things and lifted them up on the roof. The mosquitoes bit us. We couldn't sleep. For 2 months, we could have been stuck out there.
So one thing I'm thinking, how I'm gonna stop the water. I tried to find some sandbags, so I went to Port-au-Prince to buy some, and I just go down here. I stopped to make a levee, but the water was so strong, I can't. I asked the people to use woods and trash to put there so that we can stop a little bit the water. So we have to go under the water to put sandbags until we have a big lever. It was my first experience under the water. So I learned how to take breath under the water, come again with sandbag, go under the water, go back again. So when they see I do that, they just come. They are not afraid to come to do that. So that's why we can realize the levee. I love that. I don't want to do that again, but it was good. We have 14 houses destroyed. The first thing, they go and I receive them in the school, because if someone have 5 kids and a little house and receive 5 more people, wow, it's difficult to live and sleep at night.
Youth of the Mission was also able to help by bringing in Red Cross aid packages.
With the levee, no flood can destroy any field and any village. 2 places in the village, we want to do the same thing too. 2 levee so that we can stop the water. This place is almost broken. So what I have to do now, I'm gonna put sandbags over there. Even the river come, without that place gonna break again and flood the village. So I have to do something here. I want to see when they have to go to bed, they know, okay, I'm gonna sleep nicely, safely tonight. To help them, we need finance to build like house of hope for them.
This guy, he works. When things here break, water takes the land, this guy comes. He fixes the roads. This guy works. We did voodoo with demons. It resulted in nothing, but this here is what makes us. It got done fast. I don't want to do voodoo.
My call is to preach the gospel, my first call. And the second thing, start with a church and a school for the kids.
Now Bossuet has made a considerable investment into the land of Lubin by purchasing all this land right here. He's already got the church up, he's got his home, he's got the school built, and now he's working on construction of a bigger house right here. But what he wants to do next is stop construction of this house and work straight on the clinic, which he wants to put right here.
One day there is a woman, he was very sick, very, very sick. And I go and watch her to see how I can help. So until she get the city, she already died because we didn't have any clinic. So if we have a clinic, we can do good things here. Before, when I first came here, the people, when I see them, they are sad, they have a lot of problems, they don't smile often. Even now we have flood, they keep smiling. They see hope, they see future, and they see like they are not alone. Because when you come here, you play, you spend time with them, and you see like when you send your support, they see they are not alone. So through you, we have like a good school for the kids, we have a church, we can stop the water, but you know, the battle is very long. So be standing with me, and I see like you and I, we can transform this place for the Lord.
Want to play a part? Here's what you can do. Then contact Pastor Bossuet with the information below.